All right, for those of you who are trying to correct your area of a trapezoid practice, this is not as hard as we want to make it to be. The very biggest part of this is you need your star chart or a ruler in order to measure. And I'm going to go ahead and help you out. If you don't have your star chart, the area of a trapezoid, A, is equal to base 1 plus base 2 in parentheses multiplied by the height, all divided by 2. Hopefully that sounds familiar since we practiced that a whole lot during our Unit 9 practices. So what that means is that you've got base 1 here, base 2 here, and the height is perpendicular to the base. That means it forms a right angle. So what you're going to need to do is make sure that you are measuring the base 1, base 2, and the height, and plugging it into this equation over here. So over here, we've got the height, because this is perpendicular, so that's our height, base 1 and base 2. Base 1 and base 2 are, you can flip them, you have to understand you need to add these two parallel sides together to multiply by the height, and then divide by 2 to get the area of a trapezoid. All right. When you're looking at number 5, I'd explained this in class, but I understand how it can get confusing because sometimes these can look like answer choices. But if you look closely, because we know the area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 multiplied by the height, all divided by 2. Right here we have B1, B2, and H. Well, we can gather, because we know the formula for area of a trapezoid, this would be base 1, base 2, and the height. So you need to plug them into your equations. The area is equal to 5 plus 2 multiplied by 7, all divided by 2. Now, just because I set that up does not mean I'm done. You do need to find the actual area. And this is working in inches. So once you do figure all of this out and work all the way through it, so 5 plus 2, that gives me 7 multiplied by 7 over 2. 7 times 7 is 49 divided by 2. 49 divided by 2, you would need to work this out over to the corner. I know this because I've been doing this paper, is 24.5, but we need to keep our unit with it, so it's inches square, or square inches. So you need to have, at the very least, this on each of these questions. When you look at 8, it's giving you the same thing. Base, base, height. Base, base, height. Base, base, height. Now, we have extra measurements over here on 10. When you look at 10, we talked about these sides. These sides do not matter. So, when we were working on these, I told you scribble out the sides that are slanted because they're not perpendicular, so they're not perpendicular. They're not parallel. Parallel means that they will never touch. These would come to a point at a certain point and create a triangle. So we don't want to deal with those sides. The 12 centimeters doesn't matter. So focus on what you know does matter. All right. And Rebecca is mowing the lawn at the local park. The park is shaped like a trapezoid. One base has a length of 125.5 feet. The other base has a length of 200.5 feet. If it has a height of 175.5 feet, what is the area she has to mow? All right, so again, we're going to follow area is equal to base 1 plus base 2 multiplied by the height, all divided by 2. You have numbers that are telling you base, base, height, that you can plug into this formula. Yes, it is going to take you a hot minute to multiply those numbers, but I promise you guys you can do it, and you need to practice multiplying with decimals because that is very much what we're going to see on tests and things of that nature. All right, you guys, I believe you can do this. Go ahead and the other thing I forgot to tell you, you need to make sure this is measured to the nearest half centimeter. It does not specifically say on here. It should have. I explained that in class, but I know that a lot of you have lost your paper, so that's okay. But here you have it. Measure to the nearest half centimeter. All right, good luck, you guys. Come in to tutoring if you still need more help. Bye.